Alright. So let's do, this is Crafting Gathering job quest. Right. Appreciated value. Ropoli is gladdened by your presence in Wachumeki Meki. Hope it doesn't show. Come to sample the fruits of your labor? These shops have gone from failing to flourishing. And with business booming, a delightful little idea has been simmering in the back of my mind. A plan I'd always hoped to put into motion, and now I believe I can. Now that I think on it, your help would go a long way to ensuring its success. Might you be willing to hear the particulars? Ah, but in the middle of the clamorous market is no place for such conversation. Would you wait for me at the Gornatruk Gleam Sands? Okay. In hindsight, I probably shouldn't have walked. Yep. I think role quests are going to be added relatively soon as well. It might be next week when they add chaotic. Kind of wish they'd added them this week. My apologies for the wait. Time is Pell, as they say. Let's not waste a moment more. As you know, our country has endured much in recent times. The right of succession had scarcely concluded when that dome appeared in Yasselani. Then came the invasion, and the former Dawn servant was slain. Even so, I cannot help but feel this strife has only strengthened the bonds between the peoples of Tural. Why, even the Yakui have seen fit to come down from the mountains to visit. More heartening still, the Tulialan citizens previously thought lost to the dome have been returning home in greater and greater numbers. I can only assume we owe it to the government's efforts to repair the railroad. You're welcome, by the way. All that being said, I think what we need now is a good sale, don't you? Yes, a sale of prodigious proportions to celebrate our nation's melting pot of myriad cultures. After all, what is Tulialal if not a house of countless beads itself? We'll call it the Wachumeki Meki Appreciation Sale. They invite vendors from across the continent to take part. Doesn't that sound splendid? As it happens, a merchant by the name of Mablu has been traveling around Tural on my behalf, speaking to anyone and everyone who might be interested. Everyone save those still living in the dome, but I feel it would be remiss of me not to extend them an invitation. Our relationship with them is a complicated one to be sure, but Tural is no less their home than ours. Their presence here would afford us all the chance to extend a hand in friendship, yet I am woefully uneducated about their culture, and truthfully, making arrangements for this event has demanded the sole focus of my attention. Which is why I'd like to enlist the aid of someone intimately familiar with their present circumstances. Someone like you, provided it's not too much trouble, of course. Right, of course! Right, of course. None shall go unappreciated on my watch. Thank you, Sho. You might be the most dependable artisan I have ever had the pleasure of knowing. But Wachumeki Meki has no shortage of candidates vying for that title. How dare you? I helped all of you. How dare you? I helped every single one of you. In fact, these fine folks have volunteered to assist with all facets of the event preparations. Ropley's enlisted your help as well, has he? Well, we've a veritable army's worth of support behind us. Ropley has assigned me to the Yasselani expedition. I'm glad to be traveling with you, friend. And me! Got my Shaktoral permit and I'm raring to go! While you three are off handling that, the rest of us will put together some eye-catching advertisements for the big event, with quantity and quality in equal measure, of course. I am pleased to say that Zemawemi has also volunteered to assist in the preparations, though I suspect his motivations lie entirely in the prospect of hearing tales from the dome. In any case, I pray for a sizable turnout. Well then, expedition team, your destination is a settlement found on the outskirts within the dome. Sho, can I count on you to lead the way? Wonderful. Travel safely and report back once they've settled in. As for the rest of us, let's get to work. Remember, no one is to overexert themselves, for we'll need as many hands as we can get to help customers once the sale is underway. Hey, my mount came in. Outskirts, here we come! When I said I might soon embark on a journey, I must confess this is not what I had in mind. Nevertheless, I am ready when you are, Sho. With the train running again, I doubt our trip will be especially eventful, but Uvlo insisted on tagging along as a bodyguard. Our little cadre is quickly becoming a merry band, it seems. And the more the merrier, seeing as Pasheni is in town for a visit, I invited him along too. Now, what say we mosey on out? Travel to the outskirts. It's wet. I admit, it is nerve-wracking to be so far from home, but Uvlo has proven reliable in combat, as have my magics, of course. I'm a hunter first and foremost, which isn't to say I don't have experience as a guard. Still, it was a relief to have you with us. I knew Yasalani had changed, but this is how have the Shatona managed to survive out here all this time? The desert had my feathers fluffing up something fierce, and now this lightning's got my wings all tingly. The sooner we finish our work here, the better. Now, how do you reckon we go about asking these folks to join our event? Seeing how different life here must be, I worry we might not see eye to eye. Same as we'd ask any good neighbor, we keep asking until we get them to say yes. Peer pressure. Peer pressure. Nothing else for it, eh? Let's split up and start inquiring. But just know we'll be counting on you to fish us out of trouble if it comes to it. You want me to go where? Oh, sure, thank goodness you're here. Talks aren't going well as we'd hoped. Perfect timing, Sho. I was just asking this fine lad if he'd like to come and see Tulio Lal, but, sorry, but I'm not sure I want to travel outside the barrier. Granted, I was born and raised in Yasalani, but I was a child then. I scarcely remember it. As far as I'm concerned, this is my home now. Wait a moment. Aren't you the visitor who was asking about fish native to Heritage Found? What was that about, if I may? Oh, yeah, so this dude, he eats fish, and, like, he makes magic. It's awesome. This formidable fish woman came here at my request and caught a full sturgeon that I might master my tribe's magical arts. And she managed to hook one. That's no small feat. A fellow aficionado, are we? Tell you what, make the trip to Tulio Lal, and you're welcome to browse my collection of fresh, fantastic specimens at Fish Fancy's Donohanu. Now that's an offer I would be hard-pressed to refuse. Oh, why not? Perhaps I'll invite my family along too. Thank you, but before I let you go, I'd love to hear a bit more about the local swimmers. They've certainly become fast friends, haven't they? I suppose I should have expected to find fish enthusiasts in every far-flung corner of the realm. If nothing else, everything appears to be going quite swimmingly now. Leave it to us, and we'll see to it that he and his family make it safely to Tulio Lal. For a blessing, we managed to find someone willing to hear us out, but it remains uncertain whether Master Shunye's efforts will elicit a favorable response. Alright, you have my attention. In And since it is an appreciation sale for all the peoples of Tyrol, naturally, the citizens of Alexandria will be most welcome to take part. That sounds like a marvelous idea. I'm something of a traveling merchant myself, you know. From local farm produce to electro ore, I aid in the distribution of all manner of supplies. Perhaps someone among my network of contacts could help me put together a storefront for your event. So the Chitona way of life within the dome is no different than without, centered on the blessings of the land. Blessing of the land? You sound like my mother. Perhaps our way of living is the same, or perhaps not. I've never even seen the old Yasalani, so it's hard to know for sure. Say, before we worry ourselves with this appreciation sale, why don't the two of us get properly acquainted? I'm sure there's much you could teach me. Whoa. Whoa. Damn. Teach? You misunderstand. I am no expert on the Chitona. I'm merely a visiting Viera from Othard. What does that have to do with anything? Uvlo, come on, man. Uvlo, come on! I suppose it doesn't? Uvlo, come on, man! Bro! While Uvlo is undeniably great fun to tease, I must ask you press no further. We need all the able hands we can get to prepare for the sale, and I'm not leaving without him. Boo! Boo! Fine, fine. In lieu of an apology, I'll be sure to inquire with all relevant parties. I hope we'll meet again at the sale. Wow. It's okay, Uvlo. It's okay. The expedition team appears to have matters well in hand. Now would be an opportune time to return to Tulio Law and inform Ropley of their success. Wow, Shunya, I can't believe it. I can't believe you do that. It would appear our negotiations are off to a smooth start. Rest assured, we will work together to see this through to the end. I mustn't assume the Chitona are identical to my own people, and yet I cannot deny there are no few similarities. Am I merely fumbling for excuses? Uvlo, you gotta man up, my guy! You had it! You had it! It was in the palm of your hand! You had it, Uvlo! It's okay, I blame Shunya. I can't believe Shunya just cop-blocked him like that. That's fucked up. That's messed up, yo. I'm gonna talk to Basheni and Donahanu again real quick. I never dared imagine you and that Fulmsturgeon could have led to such riveting conversation. But worry not, Sho. I do believe we can take it from here. This one's got a discerning eye for fancy fish, let me tell you. Forgetting our mission? Who, me? No, ma'am. Now you've got me curious about what lies beyond the barrier. I want to see it with my own two eyes. All of it, fish included. Where's the post at? Alright. Thank you. Snow Streamer Bell. Aetheryte tickets. Hells yeah. Thank you. I actually really love the fact that I gifted the Aetheryte tickets to myself. That's so awesome. That's actually so sick. That's so sick. Alright. The Snow Streamer. Hollow on the inside and sustained by the power of eternal ice. This snowman, garbed in fetching purple promises to keep its rider cool even in the hottest of climes. Rumor holds it is the perfect companion for those who wish to share their adventures with others, as well as those who wish to cheer others along in theirs. Nice. There's something strange about these snowmen, yes, but I can't quite put my finger on it. Hells yeah. Alright, cool. I see you've returned from the dome. The expedition team is finding success, I hope. Yeah, they're doing good. Ubla almost got laid, but Shunya just had to block it. It was a party foul, but it's fine. We'll get there eventually, maybe. Excellent. You have my thanks for overseeing their efforts. While you're at it, would you do me a favor and check on the rest of our dear shopkeepers? In particular, I'd like to know how Pamika and Zemawemi are faring, and I think they would be heartened to see you. You'll find them processing entrance at the Arch of the Dawn. Oh, that's so far away. Okay. I heard Pamika would be taking part in the sale, so I've offered to help. Wouldn't want her hand falling off from all that riding now, would we? Fortunately, Brook Evu was quite willing to give me the time off. To reserve a stall for the event, you must first submit the proper paperwork, but if you'd like, I can help you fill it out. You'll need only tell me what to write. By all means, spare me the hassle. But first, are alpacas allowed in the market? Peddlers like myself wouldn't have any business at all were it not for our fuzzy four-legged friends. I see. Let's write in a request under special accommodations then. So long as you keep the stall clean, I don't foresee any issues. Thank you kindly. She's very well behaved, I assure you. By the way, what's this I hear about an establishment serving juice blends? Most days I get by on mate, but I'd love to stop by and have a cup if I find the time. We're currently compiling a catalog of all the storefronts that will be open for business during the sale. I'm sure you'll find plenty that suits your fancy. I deal primarily in stone sculptures, as well as the tools traditionally used to carve them. All created in miniature, of course, to fit Tuliolan hands. Wonderful. Everything seems to be in order. Allow me to fill out a vendor application on your behalf. If you should have further need of my pen to prepare signboards or price tags, I would be happy to assist you. That would be most helpful. The script used here holds no meaning to the Yakui like myself. This sale is shaping up to be a most wondrous event, would you not agree? A beautiful tapestry of different cultures, threaded together by the spoken word. Which reminds me, I'd love to hear more about your culture. Surely you have a little time between tasks? Zemawemi, you scoundrel! Is this why you volunteered to help? Look, man, he needs new material. Hi. You needn't worry about us, Sho. We're tasked with welcoming all the visiting merchants, and it's been a steady stream thus far. Really, if anyone's struggling at the moment, I fear it might be Zerolja. She agreed to handle event promotion so we can focus on assisting visitors. You should be able to find her at Bright Bloom Post. Bright Bloom Post is the barracks, right? No, Bright Bloom Post is the Dawntrail. Nope, it is the barracks. I was right. All right. Big heart thanks for sweatwork of the Landsguard. I know how hard you folks work every day to keep Tuliolol safe, and I have just the thing to put a spring back in your step. This event is about giving heart thanks for sweatwork for the whole community, and that includes landsguarding. Tell all your fighty friends to come and try Juicy Mix at the Wachumeki Meki Appreciation Sale. Sorry, Sho, I didn't mean to ignore you. I just couldn't risk losing my momentum. We're handing out free samples, you see, to help promote the sale. Halnaruk's been a great help thus far. Almost no grumbling, if you can believe it. I'm a little nervous for our Alexandrian guests to sample our wares, though. What if they hate all of our drinks? You spent some time inside the dome, haven't you, Sho? What can you tell me about the Alexandrian palate? They have energizing drinks in vibrant colors. Good juice transcends all borders. Energizing drinks in vibrant colors. You know, that sounds a lot like Bunawa Soda. Maybe they will like my drinks after all. Zero-Jan will never be Master Juice Keeper, spouting the doubt feels of an amateur. I beg your pardon. I was merely trying to be considerate of our customers' preferences. Is show ear catching these addle flaps? If it wasn't for professional stuff seeker Halinaraka, Zero-Jan would give herself belly pains from so much overthink. Ignore a squabbling show. You've given me the confidence I need to offer my refreshments to everyone who visits Wachimeki Meki, no matter where they come from. More importantly, I do believe Ralsolj and her assistant are building us some rather unique promotional decorations at her workshop. You should go and see for yourself if you haven't already. Hanorok is eager for Domelanders to try Bunawa Soda. The fizzy pops alone are worth a taste sip. Do you think the rest of the expedition team will stay for a meal while they're in the dome? I'd love to get some inspiration for a new juice blend. So, I've already finished speaking with the denizens of the dome, are you? I should have known it wouldn't take you long. Ah, Sho, welcome back. I take it things are going well out in the dome? Glad to hear it. While you've been gone, me and Popani have been rigging up these big old decorations for the appreciation sale. I designed them to resemble dirigibles like those stationed at the landing to the west. To me, they are a symbol of Tulio law, connecting all our disparate communities in a fashion not unlike the chain of a necklace. Progress has been steady too, owing to Pamika's generous provisions of cloth and paper. Now, all that's left is to decorate Wachimeki Meki with our finished pieces, but, well, now that you're here, might you be willing to place them for us? I'd like to use the time we have left to keep building, if that's alright. I think a few more would really set the mood. We really want this sale to be a success, Sho. Once you finish, let Ropley know we're nearly done there, yeah? Okay, fine. Alright. Place the market decorations around Wachimeki Meki. Tell me, Sho, how is everyone doing? It seems they're as passionate about this sale as I am. I appreciate you checking in on them. Likewise, my preparations are proceeding at pace. All that remains now is to ensure that our visitors are permitted entry into Tuliolal. Speaking of which, I received word from Shunye that he and the others will be here soon, accompanied by all those who wish to peddle their wares at the sale. Why, I can see the balloons from here. There's nothing like adding a touch of flair to a busy market, don't you think? If everything keeps to schedule, it won't be long before the Wachimeki Meki appreciation sale is ready to begin. Stay and watch a while, won't you? The sale has begun! How about a Bunawa Soda? The herbs and spices will perk you right up. Best of all, first-timers can taste the crisp, cold Fizzy Pops free of charge. Oh, there's the dude with his family. A letter to a relative here in town? Certainly, and you're in luck. We're offering a special discount today. While we're at it, we should tell them of your new home. Any recent developments to share? How about a sturdy set of metal tools? We'll have them ready before you leave. And we'll craft them to fit your hands, of course. Quality guaranteed. The fish! Hey, it's Mablu. Now tell me, ladies, which of these fancy catches do you fancy the most? If you're interested, I can teach you how to cook them. Oh, there's that Vieira. Rest assured, I have no intention of closing shop either way, especially now that I have a reliable supplier. Gay. Sorry, ma'am, he's gay. Sorry, ma'am, he's gay. Turns out. Did I not hear her invite you to browse her wares? Have you no interest? Of course I do. She said she's brought a variety of traditional Alexandrian handicrafts and other national exports. But I'm, on duty at the moment. He's gay. Anyways, moving on. Oh, hey. It's the fruit pellets. Oh, the Wachimeki appreciation sale is a tremendous success. It warms my heart to see so many happy faces, and on both sides of the bartering table. Commerce is a delicate balance between supply and demand, between customers who labor for coin to spend, be it Pell or Gil, and merchants who labor to receive it, only to spend it elsewhere in turn. In that way, we are Wachimeki, all of us beads on the chain of commerce. Now, what are you waiting for? This is a golden sales opportunity. Get out there and browse to your heart's content. Truly, it's a joy to know that so many have enjoyed the sale. And to think, were it not for the support of a skilled artisan like yourself, our fair shops might still be struggling to this day. Yes, I dare say this event was a gesture of appreciation for you as well, Shell. I hope you can always count on your patronage here and watch you make me. Oh, nice! I get a little balloon! Nice! Add intrigue to your abode with a little piece of Wachimeki appreciation sale. Nice! Trade and true. Beater of bonds. Nice. Sick. Alright, let's go ahead and take care of... let's save Hildebrand for last. So let's do custom deliveries. Laying new tracks. This railroad employee is come to Tulio Law in search of you. There you are. I'm so glad I found you. I work over at Shock Tural Railing. Shenza asked me to send you his way if I happen to see you. Not to alarm you, but there's trouble at the company again. It would mean the world if you could stop by and speak with him. He said he'd be waiting for you at Shaloni Station. Alright. Actually, no, I'll take care of it later. It's fine. I think Crossroads Springs, I think is where the station is. I was wrong. Oh no, I was right. Haha! Sweet baby Sunbeat, it's Show. What a relief to see you. First, I want to say how much we all appreciate you and the Dawn servants for finding a solution to our noise problem. With our new and improved train ready to roll, Shock Terral Railing is back in business. But for some reason, things have grown tense between the Toaquay and the Chief. When we ask them about it, they insist that nothing's wrong. That's why we need you, Show. After all you've done for us, they'd be fools not to trust you. So what do you say? Will you help us figure out what's gone them so hot under the collar? They're at the office now over in Shenawetsi Springs. Go on ahead and I'll be right behind you. Alright. Oh, it's you, Show. Sorry, but as you can see, I've got my hands full at the moment. Shenza? Zapia? You two didn't ask her here, did you? See what I mean? The whole damn company can tell us that something's off the Toaquay. We need to come to an agreement on this. Well, nothing you say is going to change my mind, so I suggest you start listening to reason. Reason? Give me one good reason that we ought to take you out of the driver's seat. Oh, don't be so dramatic. Look at you all shaking like row-neck calves. Why are you three even here? Mom, Dad, stop fighting! The boys got so worried that they came crying to you. Ah, well, I'm sorry they dragged you into this. Now that you're here, though, I reckon we could use the unbiased perspective. Fine. You want the full story? As you all know, Valcona and Show went to great lengths to help us construct a much quieter locomotive. We resumed northbound service, which is just outside of Vanguard, where the tracks end, but our work is far from over. As it stands, our company is faced with two large-scale projects. The first is to keep our daily operations running smoothly in order to bring in revenue, business as usual, in other words. The second, however, is a new challenge, reconstructing the tracks through Vanguard to Yasalani Station. We're willing to perform the repairs ourselves, of course, but the land now falls under Alexandria's dome, beyond our jurisdiction. We can't just leave the tracks as they are, so I've been negotiating with the Ring of Reflection behind the scenes to make the necessary arrangements. On top of all his other duties, of which there are far too many, the new train is in many ways still a prototype, and we have a supply shortage. That's why I offer to step down from driving to run the station. But this oaf won't even consider it. He'd rather work himself into an early grave, I suppose. He just knows you're happiest at the throttle is all. It's clear you're both worried sick about each other, so why not? The point is, I wouldn't need to give up driving if we could just convince a competent artisan to keep us stocked. An artisan, you say? Look no further. I can help, for a price. You take commissions, Show? Well now, that changes things. With fewer duties on the administrative side, she could manage both well enough. Can I count on you to assist the Toaquay with our daily operations then? Thank you, Show. You'll be an asset to the railing. Well then, we have much to discuss. Will you step outside with me for a moment? Right, now that Show has matters well in hand, the two of us had better get back to work. Thanks again. Alright. Words can scarcely express how relieved I am to have you help in this show. Now I'll get straight to the point. You ever tried keeping a locomotive quiet? It'll take plenty of polish and plenty more maintenance, keeping everything in pristine condition. To ensure the work flows smoothly, allow me to introduce to you our local vendors. If you require any materials, there's a good chance Peyapewi sells them. As for Kanawa, she'll take your scripts in exchange for a variety of quality goods. Anyway, I'll leave you to get started. Whenever you have something to deliver, come and speak with me. Alright, we'll do this really quickly, because I'm pretty sure our delivery will trigger to the next thing, so. Alright, satisfaction guaranteed, Natokwe. Alright, thanks for coming, show. We'll need all the help we can get our new train running whisper quiet. Alright. Alright, rail grindstone and locomotive lubricant and an oily rope fish. Locomotive lubricant. Pacha. West of watching Pello. Actually, probably be easier to just switch to botany because it's like right here. That's fine. Alright, and go to Shenawitsi Springs, and I'm gonna be right back. Alright. Locomotive lubricant. A single thick coat of this oil will greatly reduce friction between the many moving parts of a train. I could scour the springs and never find something half as good as this. Nice. Creaky wheels get the grease around here. Right, yep. Right, 3. What'd you say? I know you should be pleased as punch about this, silly. Wait here while I get wait here while I get it all squared away for him, would you? Alright, sorry it took a while. As I was shoving the supplies, Wallaka got curious to see your handiwork. Suffice it to say, you've exceeded his expectations too. You know, I'm just that good. We really owe you, Shell. With our train running so quietly, the Ronique are back to grazing undisturbed, and the locals have to thank you for that. Our passengers like it too, and when they're happy, the railing's happy. Watching these dome folk cry tears of joy after being kept from Cheloni for so long, I couldn't be proud of our work. Speaking of which, there was another project I'd like your help with. Give me some time to iron out the particulars and I'll be in touch, alright? Alright, marriage mediator. Oh god, oh no. And yet there's still much work to be done if the shock trail railing is to continue operating smoothly. To that end, the Toakwe has a new favor to ask of you. Now then, I'd like to speak with you about the next project I have in mind. Something I think our passengers need. For the Dome Dwellers, some 30 years have passed, yeah? That would explain why so many of our southbound riders are middle-aged and older. Yet save for our noise dampening efforts, the train has largely remained the same, particularly the interior. With poor lighting and hard wooden seats, I doubt our elderly passengers will find it as tolerable as before, so it's time we made some improvements. Going forward, we're looking for supplies or materials to brighten up and soften our carriage interiors. I hope we can count on you. Alright, custom deliveries have been updated. Carriage furnishing supplies and plush carriage seating. Okay. 480, right? So this will give me 80. Yeah, okay. What was it called again? Carriage furnishing. Kazamaoka. Oh, perfect. Just northeast. Actually, only need 3, but it's fine. Alright, just who I was hoping to see. We're remodeling the carriage interiors for a more comfortable ride. Yep. There's 1, there's 2. I gotta spend my purple scripts. My belts. Grid on knights. Alright, cool. I appreciate everything you're able to bring us, Show. Because of you, I can manage operations from the driver's cab if need be. And on my days off, whenever you're not around, I sit in the office and balance the books. It was rough going at first, but I've nearly got the hang of it now. Alright, cool. And we've capped out on those. Sick. Alright. Now, it is time for Hildebrand. Most excellent. What do I play for Hildebrand? Probably Machinist. Alright, let's do it. The case of the displaced inspector. Looking rather lost herself, Nashu Makakaraka has come west in search of the missing inspector. Why, hello there, Sho. Kor, how serendipitous that we should cross paths in this far-flung nation. Have you come all this way to lend me a hand? Because let me tell you, I could use the help. You see, I've been doing my absolute darndest to track down the inspector ever since Mr. Poo-Poo's starship whisked him off to God's only nowhere. My best lead turned out to be the Thavnarian truth. Eyewitness accounts in the latest issue described a shiny craft headed west across the ocean, so I packed a few things and headed west, far west as I was able. This is where I ended up. I've made a few inquiries since my arrival, but I've mostly been acclimatizing myself to the native cuisine. Very important step, that. Anyway, seeing as fate has sent you to assist me, I suppose it's time I continued questioning the locals on the matter of unidentified flying gentlemen. Here, this should help aid in our investigations. Okay. It's an illustration of the starship clipped from Dorian's publication. Having this on hand should make it much easier to explain what we're looking for. I'll ask around the markets hereabouts. As for you, well, I've yet to venture beyond the food stalls, so practically anywhere else but here. If you learn any useful information, come and find me around this spot. I'll be stuffing my, ears with delicious, intelligence. Thanks, Nashu. It is the Landguard's duty to remain vigilant for threats and unusual developments that may warrant their intervention. It may be prudent to visit Bright Bloom Post and question the soldiers. Go this way to the Ethernet shard. Yes? Is there something I can help you with? Starship illustration. This is an illustration of a starship clipped from the Thavnarian truth. Have you seen this? Actually, I have seen this vessel like that. It was sometime before zoologists flying ships appeared. I watched it limp northwards through the skies above Tuliolal, wobbling about like it might crash to the ground at any moment. Searching for a strange ship, you say? Yes, I saw it flying just like that during our patrol in Shaloni. It was slowly drifting towards the ground and seemed to come down somewhere in Yasalani. If you're determined to find it, then that's where you should try next. What were they calling the place that's covered in the dome now? Heritage Found? Alright, Nashu, come on, let's go. We've got an inspector to find. My forays into the stalls bore no fruit at all. None starships shaped anyway. How was your harvest then? We're going north. Well, west. East? West. East. East. Yeah. Those are some of the solid leads. Nice work, Sho. So by the sound of things, the ship was malfunctioning and eventually came down somewhere to the north of here. North. We're going north. With any luck, this hostage found you mentioned will be the place we find the inspector. Yeah. Heritage found. I doubt it'll be so simple, and certainly not without incident, knowing how matters involving the inspector tend to go. She's close enough, it's fine. Well, with you as my escort, I'm sure we'll arrive at the right spot eventually, and none the worse for wear. Shall we head off? Sure, Nashu, let's go. Okay. Oh, there's our... Oh my god. Wait, so if you're here, where's the other one? Where's Brandahild? Also, how did that fucking work? Hey, look over there, runs away. How did that work? Excuse me? The air is all crackly and zappy. This is where the starship supposedly came down, so let's start our search for the inspector. Standard investigative procedure dictates that we question the residents for possible gentleman sightings. Off we go! Okay. I always forget about the fisherman dude, so I need to make it a point to try and, like, find him every time as I go through here. Because I guess apparently in Endwalker, he was, like, everywhere. Like, you can always find him somewhere. Oh, there he is! Oh my god, what are you doing? My guy, what are you doing, dude? Jesus. Oh my god. Oh my god. Aha! This man could be a potential witness. Excuse me, sir. Have you seen any gentlemen? This is a small settlement, and all its inhabitants are known to me. If a man of such distinctive appearance and demeanor were among us, I'm sure I would have noticed. Perhaps he's wandering around somewhere inside Solution 9? They have so many more people, he could easily go unnoticed in the crowds. You were here as Queen Fiend's guests, I recall. If your companion wishes to enter the city as well, then I suggest you make arrangements with the sentry at the tower entrance. Ooh, Solution 9. That sounds promising. Thank you for the tip. Visitors detected. Verifying access rights. Unlimited Everkeep access confirmed. Scanning unregistered visitor. Warning! Explosive device detected. Entry denied. Oh, Nashu. You can't bring bombs into the city, Nashu. Jesus. I am not carrying explosives. This is medicine for treating Inspector Hildebrand's condition. Explosive medicinal compounds? She's technically not wrong, but at the same time, error does not compute. It's really quite simple. Inspector Hildebrand was sucked up by Mr. Poo-Poo's malfunctioning starship, after which it proceeded to drag him thousands of miles away and deposit him here. Ergo, you need to let me pass so I can blow away his brain cobwebs. She has to blow him to smithereens. Error. Logic circuits overloading. Emergency shutdown initiated. It's too stupid. They can't compute. must be nap time. I guess we can just go in. I guess so. I guess so. Yep. There he is. Core, that's a good sized city. Well, there's one sure way of locating the inspector in a place like this. If there's an ongoing case, then that's where he'll be. Let's head to the lively part of town and look into any nefarious incidents, shall we? Do you know which is the lively part? There are several lively parts. True View, and that's in the eastern sector, you say? Right then, let's get to it. Alright, where is this dude? He's always hiding, so like, he's gotta be somewhere around here. Alright, what, like a crime? Now that you mention it, I did hear about a theft recently. Our city is peaceful by and large, but anywhere you have a lot of people, incidents like these are bound to occur. Alright, well here's Nashu. So the dude is always, there he is. It's like, it would be in the line of sight of Nashu, and there he fucking is. My guy. Dude. Okay. A case, huh? I've heard talk about an odd squealing creature of some sort, but I don't know if that's the kind of thing you're looking for. Squealing creature. Okay. Ooh, you don't say. And then what happened? Recent troubles? I saw a pair of soldiers mobilizing not moments earlier, responding to a disturbance, it seems. I don't think it was far from here, but I'm a bit hazy on the details. Goes what? Oh, I also heard about that theft. Something was stolen from a nearby tavern, apparently. I got directions to the scene of the crime, so let's head over together. Oh shit! I wanted to talk to those two at the bar because I heard them. One of them go. It goes squee or scree, I think is what they said. The thief absconded with an aged bottle of spirits, the most expensive one in my establishment. I demand you to find this criminal at once. No need to get all hot and bothered. The culprit is right under your nose. No. No. Don't do it like this. Don't do it like this. He's a fucking PI. Admit it, punk. You pinched the hooch. Me? But why would you think? With a supply of souls cut off folks with a habit have turned to black market rackets, and luxury goods of dubious provenance is one way to pay in the asking price. A top-shelf bottle of juice would make for a fine trade, wouldn't you say? By the by, you know there's a method for identifying contraband souls. Your regulator logs would tell the tale. Don't want to let us check them. Be my guest. I took a gander at the cabinet where the bottle was stored, and the lock showed obvious signs of tampering. Electro-picking tools are awful hard to handle, aren't they? Most amateurs get singed, but you've got scorch marks all over your mitts. Give it up, kid. We've got you dead to rights. After they suspended soul provisions, I couldn't stop worrying about the future. It was a moment of weakness. Wow, that was actually really impressive. Save it for the authorities. Take him away, boys. Damn, hard-boiled. That was Inspector Hildebrand, wasn't it? I don't know. He didn't look very gentlemanly. He didn't sound very gentlemanly. He must still be in the shock after the starship's crash landing. A healthy dose of Nashu's delights will put him to rights. Oh, God. Maybe not in such a populated area. Let's make absolutely sure it's him first, shall we? I suppose that would be the responsible course of action. Come on, we should hurry along before we lose sight of this ungentlemanly Hildebrand. Alright, hold on. I want to go back to True just really quickly. Oh, I have to go to True anyways. True View anyways. Okay. I want to go over this way because I want to go back to the bar real quick. I'm curious as to what those people were talking about. You never guess what turned up in the keep the other day. A little critter that goes squeal, don't be draft. Interesting. Alright, so they said squeal, not scree. So it potentially, it's probably not like, okay. Interesting. It's probably not a serpent then. It'd be funny if it was. He walked that away, or it was more of a mosey? Hate it. He's a noir PI. He's so dumb. Glad to know you didn't age, though. I mean, it looks like him. Why does he have an egg? The hell? Okay. He looks like the inspector, but he's a touch old and mopey. Maybe he did get older. Oh, that'd be weird if he got older. 30 years passed inside the dome. Then if Inspector Hildebrand was here when it happened, that would put him in his 50s. Oh my god. He must have been living here so long that he's forgotten everything about his previous life. Luckily, I have just the thing to jog his memory. So we do have the technology to age characters? Question mark? Oh! He's learned. Think I wouldn't notice such an obvious tale? I don't know what your game is, but bombs ain't toys. Best put them away before you hurt someone or yourself. Like me, I see neither of you are sporting regulators, so I suggest you be more careful with the only lives you've got. Sir, don't you remember us? You're Hildebrand, Agent of Inquiry, Gentleman Inspector Extraordinaire. I've been called a lot of things, but nothing so insulting as a gentleman. I'm a weathered old fool with too many debts and regrets. Oh, he's so cool! Oh my god, he's so cool! Detective Harder Boyle. My god, he's so cool! Oh my god, he's so fucking cool! Very impressive, but even with that name and those odd clothes, you might as well be the inspector's older, more wrinkled twin. Hate to break it to you, but you're barking up the wrong tree. Harder boiled. Oh. Did he misplace his egg? Nashu? Huh. You seem awfully fond of those hard-boiled eggs. Here, this one's on me. Thanks, Dollface. You're a peach. Uh-huh. Oh. Ooh. Wow, he took that point blank like the Chad he is. Oh my god, he's so cool. Oh my god, he's so cool. He's so cool. Oh my god, he's so cool! Look at him! Look at him! Oh! Oh, sir, you can't do that! You can't do that, sir! Oh my god, he's so hot. Daddy, I'm sorry. Daddy, sorry. Daddy, sorry. Phew, that's one way to cure a hangover. You got me good. Maybe we really do have the wrong person. That indestructibility is awfully Manderville-like, though. I've seen a few cases of this twin person phenomenon in the Dome. It might be someone who shares the same soul as Hildebrand. Yeah, let's say the twin person phenomenon. So this is, interestingly, this is Hildebrand's soul look-alike or whatever, yeah. I'm not sure what's going on here, but I can see that you're not who I thought you were, and that we need to keep searching. A missing person, is it? If that's the rub, you can leave the sleuthin' to me. Oh, we could really use your help. By the sound of things, this fellow looks a lot like me. What did you say his name was? Hildebrand? I'll find him, don't you worry. I can feel a hunch coming on already. Are we sure that isn't the inspector? Pretty sure. Fuck, do not start narrating. Do not start narrating. I'll lose it. What the hell? Uh-huh. Alright. This is a pretty open location. Where is he? It would have to be in the line of sight of Nashu. This guy would have to be in the line of sight. Not here. Potentially up here. I'm wondering if he's like in this. park. Or in this little, like... No, you can't get in here. Well, I can't get in here, but... Alright, whatever. I'd like to rush off and do some investigative work on my own, but the city still has my head spinning. I think I'll wait to see if this detective Hard-Boiled is as good as he seems. Meanwhile, you should get back to whatever it is that famous adventurers do when they're not embroiled in one of our fantastical cases. Okay. Detective Hard-Boiled. Oh, don't. The dame had me looking for a needle in a neon-lit haystack. A city with an allergy to sleep. Okay. This twin of mine had well and truly lost himself. The trail was colder than the ice at the bottom of my glass. Okay. But I could smell it in the air, like the cloying stench of cheap perfume. A conspiracy. Stay tuned for further episodes of Detective Hard-Boiled. What's happening? What's happening? The inspector has finally set foot upon the Dawntrail. Get ready for inconceivably further Hildebrand adventures! Thanks, Nashu. Who knows what this case will be this time? When it happens, whatever happens, you'll be there on the scene! Thanks, Nashu. Fantastic. 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 Detective Hard-Boiled has taken the case of the displaced inspector, so for the moment we wait to see what he digs up. I'm sure there'll be plenty for us to do when the clues start pouring in. Okay. Okay. Well, I think on that note, guys, that is it for me tonight. Thank you so much for coming out to the stream. I will see you guys back here tomorrow for, I'm not entirely sure. I'll have to talk to Lynn about if he wants to do 11 or not, just to see if we can test things out. Potentially there will be a new game or something like that. I'll do a little bit of planning and see what comes up. But that is it for me as always. My name is Shogun Shin, you the audience, and I'll see you guys next time.